If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to build a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more platforms. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Welcome back to another episode of Real Vibes. This is Mark speaking. I want to thank y'all for tuning in wherever y'all tuning in from, country, state. Thank y'all for tuning in. Whatever platform that you may be listening to this podcast in. I really appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all are doing well this morning on this beautiful day. Hope y'all staying blessed and taking care of yourselves, man, during these crazy times that we living in. But I want to talk to y'all about your environment, how important your environmental wellness is. You see, your environment plays a big part in your overall health. And sometimes when we want to grow, and sometimes when we want to advance to the next level of our lives, our environment that we live in, whether it's our town or city or the state that we're in, it seems to be on a low vibration. And you see the people around you that are still stuck with the same limiting beliefs, the self-limiting beliefs, stuck with the same tactics they used back in how long, in the 1980s or 1990s. And people still have the same, the same pessimistic mindset, the same complacent mindset that they've been living with for so long. The same philosophies that do not apply to today's standards. And a quote that I want to read from in this book, it's actually called The Wellness 8 by Jeremy Reynolds. And this quote that I just stumbled upon, it's from Norman Vincent Peale. It says, "Change your thoughts and you change your world." Now, when it says world, we're not just talking about the world. We're talking about your world. The world that you live in. The house you live in. The town that you live in. The city that you live in. Your thoughts. Inside yourself. You're inside of yourself spiritually. We're talking about your room. We're talking about your backyard. We're talking about the place you work. We're talking about the school you go to. Everything that's around you, your world, your environment. Because if you are settling for weak thoughts that are pessimistic, that are self-limiting beliefs, the things that you tell yourself that hold you back from going further in your life, you're going to be stuck with those thoughts. And your world will not change. You see, your world will reflect your thoughts. Your world will change based off what you think, how you think, and what you tell yourself. If you tell yourself that it's going to be a sunny, beautiful day, you go outside, the sun is out. The sun is shining, it's beautiful. You see the reflection of the trees, of the sun. You feel that breeze. You feel that cool, fresh air when you go outside. You thought to yourself, it's going to be a great day. It's going to be beautiful out. I ain't got nothing to worry about. I ain't got nothing to fear. I ain't got nothing to complain about. It's like if you tell yourself it's going to be a horrible day, it's going to be a bad day today, it's going to rain, it's going to be gloomy. You may just wake up to noises of rain sharkling down onto your bedroom window when you get up. You may just hear some raindrops. You may feel tired, gloomy. Well, your impulses, your thought process was it's going to be a gloomy day. So that's what I have to live with. And for me, I had to learn this the hard way. I had to learn that my thoughts reflected on my world around me. Now, the first step to change your world is to change your thoughts. Change your thoughts. Change how you look at yourself. How do you want to grow within your environment? Before you can even change your environment, you have to grow in your environment. And if other people are not willing enough to grow in the environment that you are in with them, then it's okay to leave those people behind. Or if the environment is too toxic for you to handle, this could be your job, this could be school, this could be home. You know, you have the option. Well, I can't say with school because I went to school and I was in a very toxic environment. And I had no choice but to show up to school every day. You know, I knew something was off. Every time I walked into class, every time I walked in the building, something just felt off to me. You know, I just felt like I didn't belong in my own school. Like, I don't belong here. I have no business being here. You know, it was the atmosphere. It was the environment that was negative to me. It was giving off negative vibrations that I was feeling on a constant basis. And it's like, how do you maneuver yourself around it? Well, the question to that, the key to maneuvering yourself around your environment, whether it's positive or negative, is to change your thought process. Regardless, if your environment is negative or positive, the key is to change your thoughts. The key is to switch your perspective. And if your environment is not growing based off your changing positive thoughts, then maybe it's time to change your environment. And for a lot of people need to change their environment because where they're stuck in, they're around a lot of people who are settled, who are comfortable, and who are complacent. You see, what I learned is when you change your environment, new opportunities will knock on your door. New opportunities will arise. It's like a clean slate. When you move into a new apartment, and this is a good example for me because I just moved into my new apartment just 2 days ago. And man, was I tired after all the moving, after packing everything in, unloading everything, moving in furniture, moving in beds and tables and tons of boxes. It was just, making overall 6-7 trips back and forth. It was tiring. It was very exhausting. But I knew part of that process was to move everything from the old apartment to the new apartment. But I knew at the end game, I knew I was going to be happy. I knew the atmosphere was going to be a little bit positive than where I was previously in my previous residence. So all in all, it was worth it. And sometimes it may be worth it to move. If you trust your instincts, if your instincts are telling you something that you need to hear, your intuition is speaking to you, listen to your intuition. If you know the environment that you are in is toxic and very hostile, you need to get yourself out of that environment because you cannot grow in your environment if it's too negative. If the people around it are corroded in negativity, that's only going to make the environment negative. Because the people that are infested into the environment make it negative. but their pessimistic mindsets and their self-limiting beliefs and their complacency. You cannot be in a basket full of rotten eggs if you are the good egg. Why would you put yourself, if you're the good egg, why would you put yourself in a basket filled with bad, rotten eggs? That's like if you put yourself in a garden, someone plants a seed, you're that one flower that blossoms over all the other flowers around it. All the other flowers were not taken care of, they were not nurtured, they were not watered, they lacked maintenance. You're that one good flower that blossoms into something bigger, right? The rest of the garden is falling apart. But why would that one flower be stuck in that one garden filled with rotten flowers, bad flowers that are dying? Sooner or later, that one flower is going to become like the other flowers. Dead. Just like that one good egg is going to turn out just like all the other rotten eggs, rotten. So you have to be careful of where you place yourself in life and how you maneuver yourself around your environment. Pay attention to the people that are in your environment. Pay attention to how they carry themselves. Pay attention to what you are around. Are you around too much noise? Are you around too much negativity? Are you around too much drama? Are you around too much hostile atmospheres? The whole key to environmental wellness is taking yourself out of those toxic situations, those toxic environments, putting yourself in more reserved, peaceful, natural environments like, nature, Mother Nature, trees. Surround yourself around the ocean. Get more of sun. Surround yourself around more of green stuff. Green is like money. Green to me is such a beautiful color. It's very divine, very, it has a good image. Surround yourself around nature. Surround yourself around dirt. Trees and all that stuff, animals. So you can declutter all that negative thinking, all that toxins in your body. Clear it out, clear your mind, and get yourself into that positive mindset, that positive cocoon, where you can relax yourself, where you can meditate, where you can just free yourself from the BS in which life throws at you. And get centered and get yourself centered, where you feel relaxed, where you feel at peace, where you feel like nothing can bother you, nothing can get to you. And like I said, your environment is everything. And the whole definition of environment is the surroundings or conditions in which a person, animal, or plant lives and operates. So you have to look at your surroundings and pay attention to the people, to the animals, or plants lives and how everybody operates, especially people. Don't be that rotten egg. Do not be that rotten plant. Do not be that bad apple just like all the other bad apples. Be the good apple. Be the flower that blossoms. Be the good egg that does not go rotten. Because when you change your environment, you'll start to see a change in your whole mindset as well. You'll start to see yourself in a different light. Because you have to adapt to every environment that you put yourself in, whether it's positive or negative. But apply yourself in a productive manner. Apply yourself in a growth mindset, not a fixed mindset. A lot of people who are stuck in the same environment, they live in a fixed mindset. So they will never be allowed to grow physically, mentally, or spiritually because they have allowed themselves to be fixed instead of growing, instead of flexible, instead of productive. And once you start to set yourself apart from that fixed mindset, you free yourself of that mindset, your life will start to gradually build. Your life will gradually change for the better. I can assure you that because I'm a testament to that. I realized my environment was not going to change. My world was not going to change until my thought process changed. This is Mark. Go follow me on Instagram, IG, at myhigherself33. My other Instagram is KingMark_33. My YouTube page is Mr. Solo Dolo. Go subscribe now. More videos will soon come, be uploaded. Hope y'all staying blessed. Happy Sunday. Let's get this week kicking, rolling in the high gear. Y'all have a blessed day, man. I'm out.